Arrow Video has just put out Demolition Man on 4K UHD. Let's check it out. Sylvester Stallone plays John Sparta, who is a cop. Always gets his man, but always makes a big mess, aka Demolition Man. This time he's after Simon Phoenix, played by Wesley Snipes, at the height of his 90s popularity. Even though Sparta gets his man, he gets Simon Phoenix, he's framed for a mass murder, putting both Simon Phoenix and John Sparta into the cryo chamber prison until they're ready to have parole. Cut to the future, crime is down, violence is down in general, and the police are pretty much just laid back and taking it easy. A society where you're not even allowed to say curse words or you get a ticket. Sandra Bullock is a young hotshot cop. She's a big fan of nostalgia. Her whole room is decorated with old movie posters, and she loves to quote phrases, even though she can't get them right. One day, Simon Phoenix is up for parole, and he escapes. He discovers the world has changed since he's been frozen, and it's way less violent. So what happens when society unleashes a madman like Simon Phoenix? They need somebody just as mad as Simon Phoenix. Who could that be? Of course, John Sparta. So they bring him out to find Simon Phoenix. Now, I like the themes of Demolition Man, where you're trying to like clean up society to like the perfect society. Nobody cusses, nobody's really violent with each other, everybody gets along, peace and harmony, but there has to be some sort of balance. And I think bringing back John Sparta to this world and catching Simon Phoenix opens the eyes of the characters to like having some sort of balance, where maybe they were a little too extreme with the cussing and stuff and the seashells. Who knows what the seashells are for? Demolition Man is a great action film, uses practical effects, and you have two great leads here with Stallone and Snipes at the height of their power. This was a huge hit for Stallone. You know, I don't think he had many in the 90s. I mean, he had Cliffhanger and Demolition Man I could think of, at least the ones that I like. Sandra Bullock, coming off of Speed, right around that time, she's becoming an up-and-coming actress. Her chemistry with Stallone is great. They have a lot of comedic banter, and Stallone is always correcting her with her phrasing and nostalgia. Snipes is over the top in the best of ways. He's a great villain here. And Demolition Man, you would think would be based on a comic book, but it's not. It's based on some older, H.G. Wells type stuff, but there's no direct IP here. Demolition Man came out today. I think they'd make a movie out of it, TV series, sequels, spinoffs, what have you. Also, Demolition Man was ahead of his time. I mean, with some of the stuff in here, is VR is addressed here as a particular sex scene with Sandra Bullock and Sylvester Stallone that incorporates sort of this VR technology that we have now. And the seashells, who can forget the seashells? But Arrow Video has given us a huge package here. I mean huge. It's a brand new 4K restoration from the original 35mm negative. It's approved by the director, Marco Brambilla. It includes both the domestic Taco Bell and international Pizza Hut cut, so I guess they weren't allowed to use Taco Bell overseas in the movie, so there's a Pizza Hut references instead of Taco Bell. Both versions are here, which is cool. Dolby Atmos, Dolby Vision, awesome commentaries, loaded special features. There's a lot of the featurettes go into like the production design, special effects, all the themes of the film, all that stuff, the practical effects, all the behind the scenes stuff that you could ever want for this, with the body effects and set coordinators. And oh yeah, let's dive in to the actual unboxing of Demolition Man from Arrow. Overall, Demolition Man gives my highest recommendation. The picture quality is fantastic. It's probably the best that Demolition Man has ever looked and sounded. Highest of highest grades for this Arrow release. If you are a huge fan of Demolition Man or if you're just a casual viewer, you haven't seen the film before, I highly recommend you check out Demolition Man. It's a great good time. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on Demolition Man. Are you a fan of the film? Did you pick up this Arrow box set? Let me know below. And as always, this has been Return to Disc. I'm Dan.